Many unsuspecting and therefore uneducated people seek to declaw their cats in an attempt to prevent the cat from scratching and clawing at furniture and other items in the home. Declawing a cat is not only unnecessary, but the very act also is inhumane and prevents a cat from carrying out an innate behavior. In this video, we will tell you the sad truth about declawing cats you need to know. Number 9. Why do people declaw their cats? The most frequent type of declawing is called an onychectomy. It involves cutting the bones the claws grow from with a scalpel or laser. Critics compare this to cutting off someone's toes or fingers at their top joint and say declawing can affect the cat's balance. There are some cases where the surgery is medically necessary if there's a bad infection in the nail bed or a tumor, says Dr. Sarah Endersby, Veterinary Development Manager at International Cat Care, a charity. However, she adds, many people declaw cats to stop them from scratching the furniture, which she calls essentially an act of mutilation done to modify the cat for our benefit. Attitudes differ widely across the Atlantic. While many European countries signed a treaty forbidding the practice in the early 1990s, an AP poll in 2011 found that 55% of U.S. cat owners said it was okay to declaw their cats. Some studies suggest that between 20% and 25% of pet cats in the U.S. have been declawed. By contrast, declawing was always rare in the UK, even before it was outlawed in 2006, says Professor Danielle Gunn-Moore, a vet and chair of feline medicine at the University of Edinburgh. It was something we didn't get taught in university. It became banned as more Americans came to the UK with declawed cats. Number 8. The truth about cats and scratching. Scratching is normal cat behavior. It isn't done to destroy a favorite chair or get even. Cats scratch to remove the dead husk from their claws, mark territory, and stretch their muscles. Cats are usually about 8 weeks old when they begin scratching. That's the ideal time to train kittens to use a scratching post and allow nail trims. Pet caregivers should not consider declawing a routine prevention for unwanted scratching. Declawing can actually lead to an entirely different set of behavior problems that may be worse than shredding the couch. Number 7. What is declawing? Too often people think that declawing is a simple surgery that removes a cat's nails, the equivalent of having your fingernails trimmed. Sadly, this is far from the truth. Declawing traditionally involves the amputation of the last bone of each toe. If performed on a human being, it would be like cutting off each finger at the last knuckle. It is an unnecessary surgery that provides no medical benefit to the cat. Educated pet parents can easily train their cats to use their claws in a manner that allows everyone in the household to live together happily. Number 6. How is a cat declawed? The standard method of declawing is amputating with a scalpel or guillotine clipper. The wounds are closed with stitches or surgical glue, and the feet are bandaged. Another method is laser surgery, in which a small, intense beam of light cuts through tissue by heating and vaporizing it. However, it's still the amputation of the last toe bone of the cat, and carries with it the same long-term risk of lameness and behavioral problems as does declawing with scalpels or clippers. Number 5. When is cat declawing necessary? Cat declawing is controversial because many animal rights activists and veterinarians feel that declawing only exists to appease a human owner's desires. As in, the only point of making a cat endure an elective declawing surgery is so that a human doesn't have to deal with the scratching. There is no benefit, only harm, really, for the cat. However, there are some instances when cat declawing is necessary. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, AVMA, declawing may be necessary when a cat's excessive or inappropriate scratching behavior causes an unacceptable risk of injury. or remains destructive despite conscious attention to behavioral modification and alternatives. Dr. Ocha gives one compelling example of when declawing a cat is necessary. If an older person owns a cat and also has a medical issue where they need to take blood thinners, these cats can scratch their owner and cause them to have a lot of issues. These are instances when declawing the cat may be beneficial. Number 4. Cons to cat declawing. The main pro to cat declawing is that it impedes the cat's ability to scratch. For some humans, this may be considered desirable, especially if a cat is scratching furniture or aggressively scratching its owner. Another pro is that declawing cats may mean fewer cats end up in shelters. However, the cons of declawing far outweigh the benefits in most cases. Number 3. Are there alternatives to declawing? Luckily, there are non-surgical alternatives to declawing cats that are much better options. Dr. Ocha recommends the following alternatives. Nail caps. These are plastic caps glued to your cat's nails. They do only tend to stay on for about 6 to 8 weeks max before you have to replace them. Scratching post. Feel Away Scratching Post Liquid. This is a liquid that you put on your scratching post to help entice your cat to want to scratch at these places. Water spray bottle. Squirting your cat with water when they are scratching something that they shouldn't to help train them to stop scratching the furniture. Rewards when your cat does what they should. Giving your cat a treat when they scratch the scratching post. Number 2. Some negative effects of declawing. Medical drawbacks to declawing include pain in the paw, infection, tissue neurosis, tissue death, lameness, and back pain. Removing claws changes the way a cat's foot meets the ground and can cause pain similar to wearing an uncomfortable pair of shoes. There can also be regrowth of improperly removed claws, nerve damage, and bone spurs. For several days after surgery, shredded newspaper is typically used in the litter box to prevent litter from irritating declawed feet. This unfamiliar litter substitute, accompanied by pain when scratching in the box, may lead cats to stop using the litter box. Some cats may become biters because they no longer have their claws for defense. Number 1. Try our tips for stopping unwanted scratching. If you are worried about your cat damaging your home or want to avoid unwanted scratching, start with these tips. Keep their claws trimmed to minimize damage to household items. Provide stable scratching posts and boards around your home. Offer different materials like carpet, sisal, wood, and cardboard, as well as different styles, vertical and horizontal. Use toys and catnip to entice your cat to use the post and boards. Ask your veterinarian about soft plastic caps like soft paws that are glued to the cat's nails. They need to be replaced about every 6 weeks. Attach a special tape like sticky paws to furniture to deter your cat from unwanted scratching. Do share with us in the comments what are your thoughts about declawing cats. Please subscribe to the All Cats. Thanks for watching.